You already know what time it is. Only grown folks allowed. The only place we don't ask for ID, but the minute you get to acting childish, we gonna get you up out of here. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you on YouTube. Hit that like button, follow the page if you on Facebook. We gotta kind of get to it because I got my sister in the building too, man.
What's up? What's up?
Hood news is in the building.
Hood news is here.
Lock it in.
That's right.
We got to talk about the recent viral video of the girl. She's actually 26 years old with 6 kids, and she's pregnant now, right?
Right. 6
and
and a half.
You know, before I really made judgment on the situation, right, I had to really dig into who it was. So I had her go to TikTok, go to her actual TikTok and go through her videos first so I could get some understanding. And therefore, I got some understanding by seeing a lot of the videos that she posted and seeing her surroundings and seeing how she is with her kids. And she got a lot of backlash for kind of taking her kids through the struggle, or so they would claim that would be the case. But I didn't see it like that, right? Because for one, you know, she was in a big house. For two, you know what I mean, we so judgmental over the internet without knowing the facts all the time. It just make us look bad when we do things like we finna show y'all in this video, because the girl that's in this actual video we finna play, she actually kind of just going in on the girl about having all these kids and doing this and doing that. But keep in mind, this girl was in a big house. She got 6 kids. She pregnant by 1. She actually got 5 kids by the person she with right now. He's in the house. So what's wrong with her having this many kids when the person she having them all by is in the house? So she got 6 kids and she got 2 baby dads. So 90% of her kids is by the nigga she with now. So what makes that bad that she got all these kids? So it's just like the judgment that's being passed down. But we're going to get into this video first. Let us know in the comments how y'all feel after we play this video, because this video is kind of crazy. Like super crazy.
Super crazy.
Like, and this is what I mean by we super judgmental when it comes to certain things, because this woman is basing her life experience and she's reflecting it on this other lady for no apparent reason. It's not like we watching this girl on TikTok and she's homeless with 6 kids, no man present to help her or assist her in anything she got going on with her kids. It's like, it's crazy. But this is bitterness at its finest when you look at this video.
I come from that. I was getting online with a filthy ass house, with a boatload of fucking kids, being a horrible ass parent. It's the new way to do it. I just saw that young girl that's 26 with 6 kids and 1 on the way. And I remember that white lady that had all them damn kids and they were sleeping on the kitchen floor. I'm so fucking disgusted. I come from that. I was born into that. And to see all these fucking adults online justifying this shit and saying don't judge is bullshit. Nobody talks about how traumatizing that shit is to the kid. I was born on the south side of Chicago. And when I tell you I was born at below poverty, okay? We didn't have floors. We had fucking dirt as floors, okay? We didn't have doors. We had a kitchenette with 2 fucking small rooms, all right? I lived with fucking rats and roaches crawling on me my whole fucking childhood, okay? We were so poor that we didn't have a wash machine. We would wash our clothes in the tub and dry our clothes in the fucking oven, all right? It was times when we didn't have running water. The house was so fucking filthy, it looked like it was abandoned, okay? Coming home to no lights, going to school dirty and hungry. I know what that shit feels like. And for y'all to be sitting up here talking about don't judge, y'all are fucking horrible people, man. Kids are not put here to heal your trauma. Kids are not put here to fucking suffer. You can only blame your childhood to a certain degree. Once you become an adult and you know better and you keep making the same fucking mistakes, there's something wrong. And I'm blaming both the men and the women, because the men that's in the back door sleeping with these women that they know have problems and self-esteem and daddy issues, getting them pregnant and waltzing off, and she's stuck with all these fucking kids because she don't know what the fuck. She don't even know how to love herself, so she's having kids to love her. That's trauma. It was times when my childhood was so fucking hard. It was times when I did feel like, why did you even have me? You're growing up, you're not being loved properly, you're not being taken care of. You go into adulthood with no fucking support, no way to run, nowhere to go, no nothing. You in this world just trying to figure out everything on your fucking own. There is no way possible you should be okay with having those many kids living like that. Get online, being a fucked up parent. Next thing you know, you got an Amazon wish list. Everybody in the comments, don't judge what you need. I give you what you need. You motherfuckers that's saying don't judge, it's simply the ones that's doing the shit, or you just want to feel more superior to look down on people, because in life that's what people want to do. They want to feel more superior. It makes you feel good about yourself when you feel superior, and when you can look down on somebody and say, oh, she doing horrible, I'll help you, I'll send you what you need, because you want to see the fucking chaos unfold, because low-key your shit ain't in order neither. I'ma always speak up for the kids. You talking about couldn't even get a good bed to sleep in. Slept in a motherfucking bed with springs sticking out of it and scratching you up every night. You going to bed with all these fucking bruises and scratches on you. Going to school hungry, dirty, stinky, being teased. Come on now. And the sad part is those kids are going to grow up creating that same cycle. 9 out of 10, most of them are. Because a lot of them don't have the mental capacity to even make it out of that. Y'all just gonna keep having kids. I'm looking for somebody to love you. Stop having fucking kids and heal. Kids are not put here to heal your trauma. I really wish people understood that. I'm so fucking.
Now, first off, what you think about that? What she said?
I think she the one that need to go get some counseling. She trying to bestow her hurts from her childhood upon this young woman. Yeah, the girl got a lot of kids, but what do that got to do with how she taken care of them? They look like they was being took care of. They didn't look
and
like
the house was big. Now I know a lot of people don't know who we talking about. This is a young, who she's actually talking about is a young woman who we started off talking about. She's actually 26 years old. She got 6 kids and she got one on the way. But she had a whole backstory to how she started her TikTok. And when Ed was showing me her TikTok, the first few videos I seen, she in this big house. Like, one thing I'm particular about is paying attention. Sometimes you have to pay attention. And in the videos, you can see she got a super huge kitchen. She got a super big house, but she got bed sheets at first on the windows. Like, keep in mind, she got hella kids. So maybe that's just what she did. Like she said, she did all of that to start her TikTok because she knew she would get viral. But she just received more backlash than she did. You know, people appreciate her being able to hold her own. She wasn't asking for no money. She didn't ask for no donations. And she's living in this big house with all these kids. She got a nigga present in the house.
Yeah,
That's her actually, she's been with him for a long time. So what is the trauma that the kids are going through when they see their dad every day? They live in this big house.
sound like she didn't have her dad.
She got to talking about how her clothes had to be dried in the dryer and how she went through sleeping on the floor and swatting roaches like the kids that she's talking about, that's what the mom she's talking about ain't going through none of that. They stay in a big house. The average kid don't stay in a house that's that big.
She was lying too. Who drying their clothes in the oven?
I don't know if you able to dry your clothes in the oven or not. That was the first time I ever heard that, but I don't know if people actually watch the video, but we gonna play the video one more time just because I want people to see what this lady is saying about the girl we talking about. And keep in mind, this girl is getting money on TikTok. So she's, regardless if she go to work every day, she created she's self-employing herself through social media. So to be critiqued like this for having so many kids, but they disregarding the fact there's a man in the background. He's all in the TikToks with hers. He's the baby father of the majority of the kids. Yet some kind of way, this lady right here feels like she's taking her kids through trauma. No, all she said was growing up, she never had love. And she looks to her kids for the love that she never really had. And so you kind of got to go, yeah.
They look real love.
And we checked her out probably for like a good hour or two before we even did this episode, because like I said, if I would have went off of what I first saw, I would have had a whole another perspective and I would have been wrong for that. So being that I didn't just jump the gun and I went and did my due diligence and paid attention to her living arrangements and how she carry out her day and how she take care of kids. She got TikToks of herself cleaning her own house and, you know, cleaning up after her kids. She got a lot of kids, bro.
And she got her kids cleaning. They was dogging her.
Yeah, so I didn't see where she was a terrible mom at. They got a big crib. They got a refrigerator that almost go to the ceiling, and she filling it up. And like, what about her is her taking her kids through trauma? It was weird.
But
but
still refrigerator.
We gonna play this video again because I know it's people that didn't get to see this. You kind of gotta see this because this is where sometimes we can be wrong, awfully wrong, because obviously this lady didn't pay attention to this other lady's life. Right. To understand what was really going on. She just critiqued her for having a lot of kids, bro.
Disgusting. I come from that. I was getting online with a filthy ass house, with a boatload of fucking kids, being a horrible ass parent. It's the new way to do it. I just saw that young girl that's 26 with 6 kids and one on the way. And I remember that white lady that had all them damn kids and they were sleeping on the kitchen floor. I'm so fucking disgusted. I come from that. I was born into that. And to see all these fucking adults online justifying this shit and saying don't judge is bullshit. Nobody talks about how traumatizing that shit is to the kid. I was born on the south side of Chicago. And when I tell you I was born at below poverty, okay? We didn't have floors. We had fucking dirt as floors, okay? We didn't have doors. We had a kitchenette with 2 fucking small rooms, all right? I live.
Now, this is where it would start going left for me because she's talking about what she didn't have.
Right. She didn't have. I mean, she supposed to be upset because of what you didn't have. She might have had floors. She might have had carpet.
Yeah.
You know? We can't help what you didn't have. This is where you need to go get some help. You ain't letting go of your childhood.
She talking about she slept on a dirt road as a floor, but you hating on a girl that said she went through certain types of things in her lifestyle, right. And all she did was look to her kids for the love that she didn't find in other people, and she wrong for that. She taking her kids through trauma. Yet this motherfucking bitch.
This bitch right
talking
here.
About drying her clothes in the oven. I ain't never heard this shit.
Just made your family look bad.
Bad as hell, bitch. You was really in the trenches.
Past the trenches. Like she was Slumdog Millionaire somewhere over there.
Scoot her camera back some for me so I can see what her living room and shit look like.
Like she looking the best and shit.
How big her house is and all of that, because old girl house was huge.
Right.
And it's hard to clean. You got to clean up every day, 2-3 times a day when you got that many kids and they little.
And she done had some of them back to back. You know, let's just go down the timeline of when these kids came. At age 15, back in 2014, she had her first kid, a little girl. Then at age 16, back in 2015, she had another kid, a little boy. Then at 17, back in 2016, she had another kid. That makes 3 right there, another little boy. She took a little break right there. Then at age 19 in 2019, she had her 4th kid right there, a little girl. At age 23, so that was that COVID baby came up in there. A lot of y'all got one of them, so y'all can't even dog her for that. You know, we was locked down. A lot of y'all did that. So she got a little COVID baby that's a boy at the age of 23. At 25, she gave birth to a little girl. That makes number 6. She got a half of one baking in the oven, but y'all got to remember she also lost a child that was 2 months old. She ain't got on here and asked nobody for nothing. She ain't made a GoFundMe or nothing. She got on here in the minute that she had a messed up house and things up on her curtains and things like that for content. Y'all bashing her for no reason because y'all being nosy, basically.
She didn't blame, she didn't blame what she going through today on nobody neither. She figuring it out.
This lady right here, she needs some for real help, y'all. We need to reach out to her. She needs some help.
Yeah, because to be like this.
Fucking rats and roaches crawling on me my whole fucking childhood.
See what I'm saying? She had a dirt road in her crib. For one.
Not
she dried her clothes in the oven. Strike 2.
Right.
They had rats. And they was flicking roaches off of them all day. Hey, you need to go sit down with your parents and get some straightening because they got you so messed up.
Messed up? Who wasn't cleaning up at your house? Cause y'all look like y'all should have been cleaning up too. You talking about her kids. You didn't look like you was cleaning up.
I don't give a damn what she talking about.
It sound like this
before
whole
I
life.
would have settled on sleeping on the dirt road inside
Where was
the
your
living
grandmama
room.
at? Cause everybody had that grandmama.
Yeah, I would
that
have went to grandma's or
aunties. Telling
aunties
the
or
damn
somebody
lie,
like
lady.
that.
You know you're lying. Telling the damn lie. Well, where is your mama? I'm gonna have to ask your mama.
This is misery loves company, though.
We done seen a lot of. We done seen some messed up shit. We done seen some crackhead.
I don't know if she got
kids
kids.
live better than that.
I don't know if she got kids, but she's striking me like she don't got kids, because if she had kids, I think she would be a little bit more mindful of what she talking about.
Have a little bit more compassion, you think?
Yeah.
No, this hoe is just evil.
She salty.
She mad because this young lady that took her everyday life and decided to take it to the world so the world could see that she's getting paid for it. The one thing that she is doing, and it ain't for us to judge, because the Bible say be fruitful and multiply. Hey, I chose to have one. She chose to have 6.5. That's on her. I can't judge her. We know a family that we grew up with that had 10. They had a great life.
And they had everything.
Everything.
The niggas dressed nice. They had
everything. They might have had some mishaps, but they wasn't roaches and ratchets and all this. Like she lying right here. Come on now.
And you talking about a mom that they knew who their dad was, right, and they grew up around their dad, but the dad wasn't in the crib.
What you mean? All of them got the same daddy.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying, but as a mother, she was raising all 10.
All 10.
Out the house.
Out the house. Yeah, she did that. Yeah, she did that. You telling you done made your mama look bad. I wish your mama was around.
She made her mom look. She made her mom and them look like crackheads, bruh.
Past crackheads.
Because right, she's sitting there talking about you know, I had to sleep in the dining room. It was a dirt road in the dining room, and
right,
we dried our clothes in,
we know some
in the gasket oven.
Shoot.
You out, so you saying you went to school smelling like kerosene?
We know some of them too.
Man, come on, man.
We know some of them
I don't
too.
understand.
But they still functioning and productive and in society today.
And she older than the girl we talking about.
Way older. Look at her.
That's what makes it sad, because the younger woman we talking about got all these kids. And she wasn't really looking for no pity party. She was just really telling her story on TikTok.
Exactly. As a lot of people are doing now, turning to social media.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women that, you know what I'm saying, most of her aunties probably had kids when they were 16, but she talking about this girl.
She found a way to get paid and stay home with her kids.
It's crazy.
She winning to me.
This just lets you know
mad.
That
Real mad.
We extra judgmental. But let's finish this part of the video.
Chicago. When I tell you I was born at below poverty, okay? We didn't have floors. We had fucking dirt as floors, okay? We didn't have doors. We had a kitchenette with 2 fucking small rooms, all right? I lived with fucking rats and roaches crawling on me my whole fucking childhood, okay? We were so poor that we didn't have a wash machine. We would wash our clothes in the tub and dry our clothes in the fucking oven, all right? It was times when we didn't have running water. The house was so fucking filthy, it looked like it was abandoned, okay? Coming home to no lights, going to school dirty and hungry. I know what that shit feels like. And for y'all to be sitting up here talking about don't judge, y'all are fucking horrible people, man. Kids are not put here to heal your trauma. Kids are not put here to fucking suffer. You can only blame your childhood to a certain degree. Once you become an adult and you know better and you keep making the same fucking mistakes, there's something wrong. And I'm blaming both the men and the women, because the men that's in the back door sleeping with these women that they know have problems and self-esteem and daddy issues, getting them pregnant and waltzing off, and she's stuck with all these fucking kids because she don't know what the fuck. She don't even know how to love herself, so she's having kids.
Her baby daddy left.
He looked like he was right there at the house to me.
Her baby daddy left.
Where's her baby daddy? Do she even got a baby daddy?
Now, I agree with what she said about, you know, men getting women pregnant that they know they're not going to stay around with and then dipping out and leaving the kid. Because as men, we do be doing that.
But most of these bitches know that before they even lay down and get their legs open.
Yeah, but you can't always fault the female for feeling like she could change the nigga, because at the end of the day,
at the same time,
you
can't
fuck
let
with
her
the
have
right
that
female, she will be able to change certain things.
Yes, she can. Yeah, she can. But at the same time, she already knew what she had when she went and laid up with it. So, hey, Sometimes, you know, you got to take the bread with the butter. You know, some of these hoes just be out here doing that type of thing. But her man was right there, and he taking care of another nigga's kids. We don't even know where the first baby daddy then ran off to.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? She just seems miserable, and to be older than the other girl and not salute her for being able to hold her household up.
And found a way to do it, though. Found a way to do it.
Without having OnlyFans.
Without taking off a piece of clothing.
She ain't getting picked up from the strip club later tonight to go home and pick up all 6 of her kids. You see what I'm saying? She really at home tending to her kids, doing whatever she got to do to feed them, clothe them, survive with them, make sure she raise them the way she got to raise them. She not dropping them off at her grandma's.
Right. Like most of y'all is.
Yeah, we got most of the internet trashing her because they feel like the cabinet's too dirty. Well, go have 6 kids that's running around the house all day touching white cabinets.
They ain't all like they sitting there with their hands on their laps.
Some of y'all ain't got no kids in your house look terrible.
Right now. Dirty as hell. Smell like cat, dog, and piss and shit.
Smell like mashed potatoes. Ain't that what Kanye said? John Legend smell like
shit.
Mashed
Get your
potatoes.
ass up and clean the fuck up. Wash your
me?
damn clothes and put them in the oven to dry.
I just don't, I just don't agree with a lot of things, and I just think she showed that she was bitter.
Past bitter. She is psycho. She needs help. I wish somebody see that video and reach out to her for some free counseling. That's exactly what she needs.
I think she was just trying to go viral off the video because...
But that's exactly what she was trying to do. You talking about this young lady, but you piggybacking off of her. Why even make a video about her if she was just doing so bad? You know?
And it's crazy because you brought it up to me. That's why when you brought it up to me, then you showed me the video the first time. I'm like, damn, she look ratchet.
Right.
Damn, she got 6, 7 kids. Damn. Okay, the cabinet is kind of dirty. I was judging her almost the same as this lady was until I said, you know what?
T-shirts up to the window.
Go to her TikTok. Let me see what
then she went and got her some curtains. You see that?
Yeah.
She went and got her some curtains. She was wiping down the cabinet. She went and got her a mop and bucket instead of washing her mop in the sink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was learning.
Yeah.
She's 24. We don't know what her mama did and did not teach her. We don't know that. She might have to get out there and do it on her own because you clearly see at 15, matter of fact, she did say at 14, she moved out. That's exactly what she said. At 14, she moved out. So we could see where some misguidance had already came from. So she'd been out here trying to figure it out. I don't know where grandma was. Grandma normally step in, or auntie. I don't know where they was at too.
I ain't no telling.
You know, she'd be fucked up.
She didn't have no guidance.
But it'd be our own kind. It'd be our own people.
Tearing her apart.
Tearing her down. All you had to do was go scroll past. You didn't have to say nothing. You done went on here and made a whole video so you could get paid off this young lady. You owe her some of the money that you done made off that damn video.
Because when I watched that video, I was trying to understand where the trauma was at in the videos that we was watching of the girl with her kids. I was trying to figure out because they always look happy. They love to help clean up. They being kids, bro. So it was like, how is this girl putting her traumatic experiences?
They look decent to me.
It was weird.
Hair looked a little wild, but that's how most kids look. They got that type of texture hair that ain't, had a guidance to do that type of hair.
You got to be careful when you try to judge people when you don't know the insides of what's going on.
She should have took her time to do some homework.
She just went off one video of a girl having 6 kids and doing a TikTok, and you just went in on this girl.
And she probably went off of somebody else's video. Didn't even go to the girl's page so she can get credit for her viewing the shit.
And we do that shit all the time. We are worst enemy, man. When shit hit the fan, we ain't gonna be into it with the so-called enemy. The enemy is the nigga that looks just like you, the girl that looks just like you. We got the same skin. We into it with each other. We are the last to come together about anything.
You got that right. It'd be the same with me, bro. It's the same way with Hood News. They love Hood News until they end up on Hood News. Then it's all hell. Oh, I'm wrong. I did the most. For what? It's exactly what it is. Hood News. Hood News. That's exactly what it is. All I did, like yesterday, all I did was share another post that was already shared, and it went crazy. I had all types of racist people come after me from my hometown. It was just wild. It's just wild what America does to people now.
But that's a fragile subject though. You know what I mean? Because when you, like I told you, like that's almost like a YouTube unwritten rule. Like we just kind of don't talk about, unless you like from Chicago or something like that. People really don't blog about what's going on in their back. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they was really
So
upset.
you know that right there is kind of because somebody lost, you know, got
and they might be in the same town. We don't even know. She might be in this girl's same town. Right there, talking about it when you could reach out and help her.
What you mean?
That young lady that went off, that crazy lady.
Yeah. But she right don't care though. It wasn't, her purpose wasn't to really.
It was just to tear her down.
Yeah, you know what I mean. She tried to go viral for the wrong reasons, and a lot of people do that shit.
And it has happened. It has happened.
And it can be anybody. You know what I'm saying?
It happens every day, as we see.
It could be
on
anybody.
All platforms.
That's why you got mental health at an all-time high, depression, stress, because this internet plays a big part in that too. Because people get on this internet and they see things they don't like, or they going through things and they going back and forth indirectly with people, or you getting into it with people over social platforms. So it end up becoming so toxic to your life. You know what I mean? That energy stays attached to you during the course of your day.
They in turn their life into what's going on social media. They ain't even part of your life.
Like I will say that I admire the girl because she got a lot of kids at her age.
At her age, yes, she do. And she looked like she was doing well.
And to be able to maintain all them kids, and you know, like I said, that was a big house. We living in the days of inflation. I remember when rent was half what it is right now.
Right now.
It's double what I'm normally used to.
Exactly.
And for her to have 6 kids, that means more food need to be in the refrigerator, more clothes, all of that. And she young, she getting it done. So we gotta salute that more than we.
She's doing it. And
try to bash them because
her damn video came from the nut house, so she's doing it in her right mind.
Yeah.
So
and she got all her kids. A lot of
right
at her age, there 6 kids. Most of y'all gonna leave half of them with your family.
For sure. It'd be the ones that don't even got their kids that be talking about the ones that do got their kids and how they raising their kids, and somebody that don't.
We didn't even know
kids.
If that girl had kids, do you think she got kids?
Not from the sound of it. From the sound of it, you know, you don't like to judge from the outside looking in, but from the sound of it, nah, bro, she don't sound like
she strike me as one as one that might have one, but she probably don't have a young kid.
If she do, her kid don't like her right now.
You think?
Oh yeah. If she do,
I don't know. She really bitter though. But it's not just her. It's a lot of people that was just like her in the comments of her.
Oh yeah,
this girl video.
It was.
You know what I mean? So to see it, it was kind of crazy to see that when you seen it, and you was like
a lot of hate.
It was a lot of hate.
A lot of hate.
And if you hating the mama like that, you hating
the kids.
Yeah.
But that's the rule. You hate me, you hate the kids. Hey.
You said it right.
I know that's how I play. If you don't like me, you don't like my kid. And it has been shown and proven.
It's just crazy, but it's going on every day. It's somebody right now looking at you and they judging your lifestyle, or they judging what you do or how you live some type of way when they should be fixing and adjusting some shit that's wrong with them. Everybody, ain't nobody got to make nobody perfect.
At all.
You know what I'm saying?
If we did, we wouldn't be here.
So we got to learn how to, you know, before we get judgmental of other people, you got to understand what they done went through for them to be like they may be from your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a reason for people being certain ways. You know what I'm saying? When they grow up a certain way, they have traumatic experiences. Those experiences can alter how you think and how you deal with certain situations. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Your childhood do sometimes linger over into your adulthood if you don't cut the ties. Yeah. You got to learn how to break them generational curses and all of that. That young lady simply said she had her kids to love her, so some of the love that she didn't receive. That's it. That's all.
And people took that the wrong way and said she was taking her kids through trauma. How was she taking her?
That's no trauma right there, because they're on social media. How did we ever have these child stars? Remember, we had Star Search. It was all kids.
I'm trying to see how was she putting trauma on her kids?
Just by living her everyday life.
If she building her own family to have that unconditional love amongst each other and herself, because she know her kids gonna love her like nobody else in her family actually loved her. How was she wrong for that? That's not putting trauma or traumatic experiences on your kids. Kids change all of us. It's a lot of us that didn't care about nothing before we had a kid. The minute that we had a kid, a lot of shit that we didn't care about or refused to think about before we did certain things, you start thinking more. You start caring more, because now you got things to care about and things that's important to you, meaning your kids, your seed, something that you help bring into this world. That should adjust all of our lives.
It should, but some folks don't get it like that. That's why we got kids in the system right now today. And it's even sadder when other family members are able and well-bodied and just leave their family in the system.
But it's a lot of kids in the system due
to a lot of kids
addiction.
Yes.
And
yes.
And moms kind of being like how the man is when the man helped get her pregnant, he bounce out. It's kind of like she kind of run out on the kid too when she give him up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who raised them if you don't do it.
The retaliation. I'm put the kid up for adoption because you ain't with me type. You got them simple-minded ones. Because you already know the fella ain't getting ready to fight for his rights.
It just depends. It depends.
Most of them don't, bro. Most of them don't. We got child.
Yeah.
We got
most
child
of them
support
don't,
now.
But then you also gotta understand the situation that the man and the woman might go through, because everyone's situation may be different. You know what I'm saying?
It's different.
Like some people have that bond where they don't like the other. It's almost impossible to co-parent.
Huh?
You see what I'm saying? It's people that's like that.
That much hatred?
It ain't even that it's hatred. It's just like certain people in this situation don't even want to let certain shit go, so you end up stuck.
But there go the generational curse and the chains that have to be cut.
How can you cut that?
You had enough mentality and love for this person at one time to lay down and create.
That's not true. How did you have enough love and respect for somebody you met last night at the club? You took her home, you bust her buns up, you wake up 3 months later, she telling you she peed on a stick and it's 2 lines on it. Now y'all gotta have, you didn't even, all y'all was really compatible for was sex.
So that's it. So nothing changed once she tell you what happened on the stick. Nothing.
I'm not saying run for the hills when she tell you that, but I'm saying if y'all don't have no specific type of bond, you just came through it and busted her buns up.
I mean, it happens like that though sometimes.
Yeah, so ain't no connection there. So how they supposed to all of a sudden have a connection when they didn't have a connection in the first place? All they was doing, nigga, taking her to Pound Town.
But once you know what was your result from Pound Town is, you have a responsibility, because every action,
for sure, but because
there's a reaction and a consequence.
I love the responsibility, but you ain't always gonna love the motherfucker you created the responsibility with, and that shit can be the problem. Do I have problems with all my baby mamas? Hell no.
No.
But you always gonna have that one though. But you just gonna always be wishing.
But that don't mean
took her to Burger King
and
swap that motherfucker out, man.
Sometimes you might have to smack a motherfucker out.
No, I said swap.
You sometimes look. It's okay when y'all do it, but what about when we do it? You know what I'm saying? What about when we do it?
No. Because now you saying all niggas just purposely. You ain't listen, man. Niggas ain't just purposely. Oh, you purposely knock some shit up that you trying to keep, whether she your girl or not. If you purposely get it.
They do.
If you purposely knock it up, you trying to keep it.
I don't know. They just.
But understand with every stroke,
like all dogs do.
But understand with every stroke is a drop of jism. So it's a chance of she getting pregnant every time you go in and out.
Every time. So right there, you in love with the pussy. So you loving some part of it.
No.
Yeah.
Temptation make you want to go.
Oh, there you go. There's the serpent.
See, you
There's
take
the
it
serpent.
What? Just explain.
It's just as Adam and Eve was in the garden. God told them what not to do, and it was done. You already know what you're getting ready to do. You already know what to do not to even create something. So somebody got to take the responsibility. Oh, she gonna tell you she on the pill. How long you been hearing that one? You still falling for that? Huh? Or you ain't got no condom. You ain't got no condom. Look, you ain't got no condom. But you still gonna bust her buns.
I just had
you gonna bust her buns, right? Because you still want to.
Man. Practice safe interactions, safe relations, man. Practice that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
You have to.
But in today's world, we all know if anybody see this and they hearing what I'm finna say, if you a nigga, please drop it in the comments if you agree with me. But I ain't met a motherfucker in about 15, 20 years that stop you. Hey, I'm gonna need that latex come out. No, they be talking about I'm allergic. So what I'm supposed to use? A damn Source bag?
So what you supposed to do then?
Huh?
What's your consequence if you go ahead and bust them buns? And she done told you up front what's getting ready to go down. She done told you.
So she ain't play no part in.
But you the one that's getting ready to run because she's already stuck for 9 months.
See, it don't always go like that, man.
Like this young lady been stuck for how many years? But she's there, ready. And old buddy's right there being a willing participant. And 2 others or whatever, that's not his. He's right there beside her.
So let me say that.
Come on now, you got to take responsibilities. This man is taking responsibilities. This young lady at 26 is taking responsibilities for 6 of them. Some of y'all go drop y'all kids off at grandma's house and never go pick them up. I done seen it done. Okay?
They still got some of the they still got some of the cooch cream on them from when y'all gave birth to them and y'all dropping them off
straight up
type shit.
Y'all at the club the next night.
You feel what I'm saying?
Trying to get another one. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be different, but I think both sides be fucked up because, like I said, niggas don't purposely interact with women to purposely get them pregnant. It's gonna be the ones you do, but you ain't having sex with every female you having sex with and trying to get them pregnant, bro. You just not.
Not purposely, but it's some
it can happen like every time.
But it can happen.
Because of the environment, but that ain't just on the man. Even if the nigga whip out, I want a nigga. Hey, if I want dudes to try this, the next time you bump into a random set of bundle-unders, right?
Not a
random set of buns, right? You gonna run into a random set of buns. Boom, y'all. Whatever. If y'all talk, it's a talking process or whatever the case may be. You go through that. Boom. I recommend that shit. But anyway. When y'all engage in relations, right? You get ready, you put them buns down, whip out the shrub, and rip it open like it's a bag of chips.
In the middle or before? You supposed to have it ready before. You can't be stroking it and
what?
You gonna stop to
put the shrub on? You saying pull just when my boxers come down, the Jimmy already supposed to be on?
Yeah, she might have had to put her mouth on it or something, or did something, or put a hand on it.
I don't even do nothing.
I mean, you gonna put it in there not knowing what's in the oven first?
I'm just saying.
And she gonna take a chance on you,
and it's gonna be. Most females gonna look at that nigga crazy, especially if they've been talking to that nigga for a minute.
Not if they just seen that video of my dude from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Video.
We ain't from Cleveland though.
All right, but it's a lot of them here. That these females.
You absolutely right.
These females is fucking from goddamn 216.
You absolutely right.
Goddamn, gotta be careful with your home squad.
Right.
They is no longer staying on home base.
You're absolutely right.
There might be some dub backs that you don't want to.
You gotta watch the set of buns. You gotta women. Y'all better watch the hot dog you sit on too, because you be out here comping in the summertime.
Niggas too. He had some of them niggas too.
Shit.
Yeah, he was honest. I do appreciate him being honest though.
I don't appreciate the nigga being honest, nigga. That's somebody. Listen,
he going down.
You can't even go on these platforms and tell somebody you done burnt. About 4-5 broads. You
But
feel
he
what I'm
said
saying?
the hoes knew. I don't know who was risking
I'm
their
saying,
life like that.
let a nigga be known to have burnt 4-5 broads in the hood. It's gonna be a white van driving around looking for this nigga. They're gonna swoop him up like a task force. How in the hell is this nigga talking about he been giving niggas the boogeyman for 20 years and he going viral for it, and the police and the health department ain't looking for this nigga?
They got him. They had to go get him. The hospitals and shit was crowded. They said
no, the hospital was crowded because a lot of these motherfuckers bumped into that nigga.
Oh yeah, they had to go get checked out, but them test results, y'all gonna have to go get tested again. It take a minute for that boogie to show up.
Yeah, it do.
It take a minute. That ain't that cancer.
That shit different, and that shit hit different too, because just think about it. This nigga been running through the streets of Cleveland, nigga putting that boogeyman on y'all ass.
Putting it down. Fuckaroo. That motherfucker is. That's what they might
putting that boogeyman on shit. Then got on the internet and was driving around online talking about nigga ain't gonna do nothing.
Bragging.
I've been knocking buns down for 20 years with this trench coat on. I got the boogeyman jacket
buns
on.
and polos.
Man, come on.
He was hitting the polos too.
And that's close to home, because that, you know, Cleveland ain't nothing but 40 minutes. And sad as it is, I gotta say this, because sad as it may seem, a big portion of our population, the women, that's where they go. That's the first choice of location to go get them a nigga from.
I ain't gonna say
nothing against Cleveland.
I ain't gonna say that, bro.
We talking about my city. I'm saying in my city, that's 80% of the females in my city, they choose to go to the 216 to get them a new nigga.
Well, they switched up now. It used to be the 330 down there at the Yo. They done switched up. It's a new generation now, because this generation Z and X, they fucked up. They do shit different, you know, that we didn't do back in our generation. We didn't do certain shit, you know, but that they do now. So, you know, it's all different right now, and different shit was going around. Remember when herpes was going around? Look, that was the biggest major thing going around at the time. It was herpes. Now we got shit bigger than that that's laying motherfuckers down. Laying motherfuckers down. They better be careful out there. They better be careful. You better go get you what they talk about, that rose thing. Y'all better go get one of them things.
Oh, they using that rose so much, they wearing they cooler out with that motherfucker.
They told me I gotta go get one. I ain't tried it yet. Am I the only one that ain't never tried it? Shit, I gotta go get one of these. I ain't got one.
They wearing they cool.
I ain't tried that shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with having a rose, but when you get to using that motherfucker more than you would use a PS5 remote controller, you using the rose more than you shave your legs, bitch. What the fuck is going on? I'm talking about some of them be using that motherfucker so much, nigga. They coochie look different.
It be the ones that be using it like that with a nigga. I'd be like, God damn, this nigga ain't.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. But
no.
It's different levels of rose users out there. You got the rose users that use it when they significant motherfucker they fuck with ain't around, right? Then you got that one that ain't got a motherfucker, so 24/7 she all on it.
24/7.
24/7.
Yeah, buzzing. Just walking.
Then you got the one like what you said. She'll whip it out whether you're there or you're not. If you're here, nigga, I'm gonna put it on. If you're not, nigga, I'm still gonna put it on. I'm gonna use this robe.
So my question is, leading up to that, how do y'all feel when she pull it out after y'all beat and put in that work? So y'all say,
I ain't never had that.
Huh?
I ain't never had that.
Bro, how you feel?
I ain't never had that.
You ain't never had that?
I ain't never had that. If I'm lying, may a bitch drop in the comments and be like, nigga, you lying, nigga. I took my rolls out in the middle. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she motherfucking didn't. I'm dropping the law.
Fellas, how y'all feel? How y'all feel when y'all beat and put that work in and feel like y'all done busted them buns down? And she reach over and get that rose, because I didn't did it before.
That's just like getting on here and asking how many niggas.
They can answer anonymously.
They got that
new button now.
They ain't gonna answer that because that's embarrassing to be like, you know what I'm saying?
Why? Just tell the truth. You might been with that bitch for a long time.
It don't matter if your bra pulling out the rolls when you done. You wasn't done, but you was done.
She might have not have been done.
That's the whole point, nigga. You ain't done till she done.
She might have wanted another one or something. You might have already gave her 15.
No. If she got to pull the rolls out after y'all got done, you ain't bust her ass up like you was supposed to.
She ain't crawl up like a baby and suck her thumb and go to sleep.
No, hell no.
Oh man.
Hell no.
That don't happen all the time. That don't happen all the time.
She pull out the rolls and y'all been going for 2 hours and she still pull out the rolls. You might as well go on and move out, bro. Because you ain't been doing the job for a long time.
Pack your bags.
Go on, get up out of here.
Them extras she been getting elsewhere. She been getting them extras elsewhere.
I don't know. Because you got, that's one thing I always said. Because you got women that be saying that, well, you know what I'm saying, sex ain't always this. Listen, if you're gonna be with somebody, if you plan on being with somebody for a long time, forever, marriage, any of that shit, she better have some good coochie. And the sex better be fire because you're gonna cheat.
Gotta have some good polar.
Oh yeah, of course, or she gonna be running off on you.
Exactly.
So nigga, you gotta choose your partner right then. That means you gotta choose your partner right. Okay.
But that don't mean you didn't do something right because she reached over you and got the rose.
Yes,
she might
it do. Yes, the fuck it do, nigga. Toys been out since Toys was out before we was even grown.
Remember that old white lady that used to come on late at night with the sex toys?
Man, listen, man. Toys been out for 40 years, nigga. I ain't never had nobody whip no toy out.
What?
After?
Never. No.
Never.
On now, bro. Would you tell us?
Huh? Yeah, I'll tell you. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
You gonna keep it 100.
Yeah. Because nigga, at the end of the day, nigga,
I remember exactly who I did it to, and he asked that same question.
What you pulled out of the rolls?
I pulled out
after
a bullet.
That nigga was a bitch.
And that don't
pardon my French, but nigga, if you if you pulled out any kind of sex toy when you was supposed to have took her to Pound Town, you need to go to church.
Woo! I'm telling you.
Just take it to church.
Woo! Let me tell y'all about it. He said, what? I wasn't enough for you? I mean, did I have to answer the question?
Hell yeah, if they ask you.
For what?
If they ask you, you gotta keep it real.
You see what I'm doing?
And I ain't never had that. Like I said, if I'm lying, the bitch can get in the comments and say I'm lying. Nigga, yeah. Nigga, no. I'm gonna have a whole problem with me put my hard hat on and my belt and going to work construction on a motherfucker, and then when I'm done, they still pull out the toy. Something ain't right.
We in the older category now,
right, nigga. Something ain't right.
We in the older category now. We in the older category now. Things might be different.
No, they still ain't different. They still ain't different. I'm still gonna put the bun. I'm still gonna put the sleeping pill on the buns. At this age. From lying, I'm flying.
Hey. That's
nigga.
The heart rate.
Ain't no been pulling out no toy afterwards.
The heart rate and the heart attack rate is at the same.
I know. I'm just saying.
You might have to grab you a pocket pussy.
No. Hell no.
No? Mm-mm. You ain't got one? You use one? That's all right.
When I went to jail.
Oh, that's it. I'm talking about since you've been out. Them new
Why would I have to use a pocket cooch on the street?
The new mechanisms.
I don't need none of that.
Test it out. Practicing.
I don't need none of that.
Perfect.
I need a real body.
You got one of them half of buns?
I don't need none of that. I need a real body. I need to
Y'all seen that shit? That's a whole half of body.
I need to hear the oohing and on and shit.
Do they got a man like that? I wonder. They got a half a man like that with dick and balls?
They make the toys for y'all.
I know what I was wondering.
Toys is for y'all.
I'm talking about the half a man. Like they got that half a woman.
Toys is for y'all.
You feel me?
The toys is for y'all. That's why they make them. Niggas ain't using toys.
I don't
Only
know.
weirdos is using toys.
The
If
men
you
is
can't get a
taking
woman,
over, yeah.
you can't get a woman and all of that
They
type of
taking
shit,
over.
then you at the store buying a doll. Like, ain't no niggas going to the store buying no toys, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's, see how much it costs too. You wasting a lot of good money.
That's all female shit, bro.
You wasting good money.
Y'all the ones with the fake poles and the toys and the roses and the butt ticklers and all that. That's all y'all, bro.
They got a new shit now about machine that just jabs you. You know, you can get this machine and just jabs
you gotta be weird to even have that,
man.
So you mean to tell me you ain't found nobody to please you, so you at the shop buying a robot to shove it to you?
Shove it to you. That's what they doing over there.
Man, come on, man. That shit terrible.
Over there in Russia, they doing it a lot, bro. The shit costs a lot of money.
That's terrible, bro.
I wonder how they must come with a bunch of different wankies or something, you know?
I don't know.
For them to interchange it out. You ever see that shit, though?
See what?
Them machines. The pound town machines.
Yeah.
That's what I call them.
Yeah.
Robotic.
You know, I grew up watching porn and reading them nasty books and all that old crazy shit, nigga. So
we already know about
seen shit like that, but what the fuck do a bro need something like that for? You know what I'm saying?
She might like more repetitious shit, missionary shit, you know. Unless she stopping in the middle to reposition it each different time, or she just lay there and just take it. Like Seeley said, just climb on top of me and do his business.
Why do y'all be using hella toys?
Huh?
Why do y'all be using hella toys?
I'm just going ahead and talk for experience. Sometimes y'all motherfuckers don't be doing what y'all supposed to be doing. Sometimes
well, don't y'all think, okay, if you out there and you sometimes you complaining about what you ain't been getting during sex, you picking the wrong niggas. Maybe your picking
sometimes it be too late. That's
but you still picked fucked up. That ain't that. It's his fault because he didn't come through. But you picked a nigga that couldn't come through.
Sometimes we sit back and be like, oh, yeah, he looked like he got some work in him. But then sometimes we fuck up as players too.
And just keep picking wrong.
That's the same way when y'all get that bad neck. Y'all be mad as fuck. Y'all want to talk about the bitch bad.
But if you pay attention to a broad from the neck,
the pussy.
If you pay attention to a broad from the neck up, though, you could tell if she.
Y'all talk about the whole bad once y'all get that bad neck, no matter how good the pussy is.
Y'all talk about niggas for not being able to do their thing.
That's all y'all got.
We even.
That's all y'all got.
What you mean that's all we got? No, we don't. Some of y'all lay there like the victims that Ted Bundy had.
I mean, some of y'all take it in the butt too.
Some of y'all be laying just like this and think a nigga supposed to have fun. You look dead. How am I supposed to have?
It's telling now these days about y'all fellas that
they ain't talking about me.
That like it they ain't talking about me. Or like to get their butt ate.
Okay. No.
You know?
That's on them.
Whatever
they choose to do, that's on them.
I mean, but is
I ain't
one of y'all
none of that.
Okay, we're gonna change gears real quick right here. We're gonna get off of the young lady, but if one of your fellas came to you and you knew that he liked to get his buns ate, is he suspect to be on the rainbow?
Man, that's his whatever he do.
But are you suspecting?
Why? Because he like to get his buns licked?
Right.
Man, I don't got nothing to do with what no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no nigga about to come to me and be talking about no stuff like that. Who the fuck gonna come around me and sit down here? Cause you know what I'm saying? Yesterday I was chilling and nigga ain't nobody about
you know how they get when they get
nobody ain't come around me doing
especially if she trying to be in somebody else's face, he'd be like, that bitch ate my ass. You know exactly how they get.
Nah.
You know exactly how they get. That's exactly how they get to tell. As soon as the
bitch
start paying,
as soon as a nigga say something like that, he gonna have to explain to me what position he was in when he was getting licked.
Why? I'm just saying, is he suspect then? Because he had his buns ate.
Mm-hmm. Everybody like
will you still
bro.
Be friends? Will you still be homies? Will you still dap him up?
Damn, man. Why you doing that?
I'm just saying, you see girls do it all the time and y'all be like, oh, that's cool. But some of us females be like, oh no, that's fucked up.
What you mean?
Kissing, dapping.
Man,
all
ain't no
that.
niggas, man. Ain't no niggas hanging
Y'all
out.
be
with
like,
each
it
other
was
doing no
cool
shit
for
like.
females. But then when the fellas do it, it be fucked up. Why?
Why is you asking me? You gotta ask niggas that do shit like
I'm just
that.
saying,
I can't tell you. It's a lot of shit that I just can't tell you.
You hear a lot of shit. That's why I'm asking you. You know,
Yeah,
you
but
hear
you know what I'm saying.
a lot
You
of shit.
also,
It'd be a
you
different
also,
cultures
you
out here in
also
the
see I
streets.
don't hang with a lot of niggas neither.
It'd be like, you know, all these different cultures out here.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever niggas is choosing to do, I don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
I be wondering sometimes. Like I be wanting to just ask certain shit. Like, damn.
They ain't gonna.
And sometimes it come out wrong, but I be like really wanting to know some shit. Like I used to ask my mom all types of crazy shit because my mom was just, you know, that wild type of person and didn't mind answering the shit either. Like y'all know my mom didn't give a damn. She would answer that shit. So a lot of shit that I would be freely to ask, I would just be like, wow. And sometimes my mind would be blown, but that's what we would do. You know, sometimes you just gotta ask, but you'll never know.
Yeah, but you know, some shit you just
especially when people got, you know, you be
it's just like trying to ask a female, is the cat good? Every one of them go, hey, which one have you ever met a broad that you could go to and be like, what it's doing? And she'd be like, you know, it ain't all that. It's just, it's a little bit above okay. Not one. Just like a nigga not gonna tell you that he coming up short. Like, yeah, I like you. I want to do it to you, but it fall out a lot.
I just met a brother the other day. He wrote a whole rap song about his little polo.
You know what I'm saying?
He letting us know this bitch is curved. Don't come this way. It's curved. It got a hook in it. All that, but it's still good. Sometimes it's just great to be honest. Whether it sound good or not. If you got
I'm not doing all that. This nigga made a whole
got some bad
profile.
dick. That's simple as that. That's it. That's all. It's just like a female. If she got some bad neck, she got some bad neck. Or simply just say, oh, I don't do that. But some of y'all be lying when it comes to some of that too. But that
everybody be lying. I just told you that. You can't go if you talk to 1,000 people,
everybody, bro,
man or female, and you ask them about their performance, who ain't gonna rate themselves a 10?
I don't know.
Nobody's gonna say like, man, I just can't come through for you.
It depends. It might depend on who it is.
Girls don't tell you, you know, when I'm about to get ready to take my panties off.
How they ask you and all that.
Ain't no female gonna be like, I'm getting ready to take my panties off, but when I do, you might smell a little something.
If you're trying to get rid of somebody, you might throw that one on and be trying to get rid of somebody. I don't know how far you gonna go with it. You know, you might not want to put.
Nobody's gonna tell you, bro. You just gotta find out. Just like when she take a nigga home and then she get him in the bed, then she go to use the restroom later that night. You know, it's coming into the morning time, so the sun coming up, so them glares is coming through the window, so you can see a nigga boxer shorts sitting on the floor, nice and crispy in the daytime and fresh in the morning. So while you go into the restroom, this nigga still drooling on your pillow. You figure out that this nigga got doo-doo in his boxers, but you just gave him some.
You already know how the nigga is when you meet him.
And now y'all locked in because you can't expose him for having doo-doo in his drawers until y'all fall out.
Oh, no. Lord have mercy. Lord. I am too good with you.
And it be like that for real.
It be the same way with the hoes, though. You can't go out and tell.
It do though, because it be a lot of bras that be
walking. There's a lot of bitches that fellas that deny that they didn't have.
That be looking good, but they be having a lot of discharge in their panties.
Ah, damn, you done went too far, bro. Damn, discharge, huh?
They be having that Nickelodeon ooze.
Why you know they just ain't a oozer?
Nah, trust me, I know squirters.
I didn't say squirters. Some people just gushy.
No.
Without having a BV or something.
It should never look like you had condiments from a hamburger in your panties. Nigga. You know how ketchup and mustard look when you take it and put them together and stir it up?
Ooh-wee.
It should never look like that in your drawers, baby.
So when that happened, what do y'all run? I mean, what happens when y'all come across it?
I don't go through shit like that no more. I ain't out there like that.
Okay, but when it happened, even back like okay, so like back in the day when you was real young, like younger, y'all was just out there and you came across some, you know, I grew up around y'all and y'all used to talk about, certain things, but would y'all actually run or would you right then tell them?
I'm telling you right there because the only way you gonna fix this in life is if somebody tell you.
So you done heard a few
going back to tell somebody else ain't gonna, she still gonna stink.
You right.
I got to tell her, hey baby, you stay.
Have you ever told somebody?
I'm not even, if I did, I'd say that without saying their name or nothing, but I ain't really never ran into somebody that had the can of tuna type.
I was just gonna ask you how you broke it to him. That's all.
I ain't really never met. I really never had no interaction with no female.
You be ignorant about it, or do you be
somebody else could tell you the stank story? Now I did. Nope.
Shit.
I did. It was this one broad.
Oh shit.
She had bad butt wind though. It wasn't that she didn't her cool chain stank.
Hold on. Flag on the plane.
But when you from the back, you from the back and you clapping, that gusty wind fly up out that button, man.
So she actually left some shit in her ass or something.
Nah, I don't know what she was doing.
Because all the coochie don't stink with the ass too. How you wash one without washing the other?
It smelled like she was pooping. It smelled like she was. It smelled like she was pooping, bro. Every time I mock. That shit was just coming out in spurts too.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
And it smelled like doo-doo every time. Oh, everything. And she was a pretty chick and everything. Bad body, all that. But when you go, when it was back shot time, but the gust of wind.
Did you stop? Did you tell her? Did you put a flag on the plate? Did it go smoothly or did you
I told her when we fell out.
I
told her.
Oh, see, that's how it come out wrongly. You were supposed to stop right then and there.
I ain't know how to tell her that
you was too young.
I ain't know how to tell her butt wouldn't stunk because her cooch didn't stink. It wasn't her cooch that stunk. It was it was only when it was back shot time. I get back there, bang, bang, bang. And it just come out. It just come out in spurts. It was just, and it was like a nigga was shooting doo-doo. Like doo-doo air at a nigga. That shit.
And that goes back to my.
And when you bend the motherfucking broad over.
I don't know, bro.
When you bend the motherfucking broad over, her duke shoot right there. So for that air to be flying out, it's just aerosol can into the air. So it was just spurts of doo-doo.
Pounding her to where she was seeping a little gas.
Man, I don't know what. Hey, I done been with a lot of women, right? I ain't never smelled.
Y'all ever seeped a little gas during the pound?
I ain't never smelled no bad butt wind, especially when I ain't even in your booty in the first place.
Right.
There's no reason for me to be getting gust butt wind every 3 seconds while I'm smoking. Either you didn't put your towel.
You didn't stop and give her a towel and some soap, though. You had to finish.
Then?
Right there.
That shit didn't last long. How long you think I could take it smelling like gust of doo-doo coming up out of your... Like, come on, bro.
Oh, man.
Like I said, I ain't know how to tell her because it wasn't her cooch for real. It was... And I never smelled it until it was back shot time. Then when it was back shot time, bang, bang. Every time I hit the bun, boom.
And it was just
I'm
telling
you, bro.
Did it even turn you off from her?
It was like she was pooping, bro.
Oh Lord.
But she wasn't pooping though.
Oh, that's
but it was worse. It smelled like, yeah, bro.
That's even worse.
I'm telling you, a log might as well have just fell out that motherfucker.
She might have still had a half a log left in her.
She couldn't have had it. I don't know.
Right there.
I don't know, but that was the first time.
One good pound, you might have would have.
And once again, that wasn't even the cooch. So my experience still the same. I never experienced like
that never happened again though.
Nah, I ain't go with that bitch no more.
But next, if it ever did, you would tell them right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, bitch.
First whiff. Soon as I get that first
That's what's
bad,
wrong with these fellas when they come with them salty balls or sweaty balls and shit that I be hearing about when these girls be talking about them when they get mad. It always happens when they get mad though. You got to tell.
But they be knowing though, because you if you paying attention to a nigga, you know if this nigga washing his ass or not, nigga.
Right.
You could tell freshness from deodorant with dirt on it.
Niggas used to be out on the block 3-4 days trapping and bitches was hitting them.
Exactly. So who really nasty? The nigga that didn't take a bath for 3 days, but he still got some buns, or the broad that gave some buns when he done went 3 days dirty?
I'm gonna say a little bit of both.
Shit.
A little bit of both.
Nigga.
She might be just being ran up on you and don't know you spoiled.
What you mean?
You might be her first encounter. She don't know you.
No. One thing for sure about somebody that don't wash your ass, you can smell it. Nigga, if you don't smell like fresh soaps and washcloths and shit, you can smell. When you get out the shower, even if you, before you put lotion or any of that shit on, you can smell that you just washed your ass.
It used to be when niggas was using Irish Spring, but now
no, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you use. You can use honey and milk body wash, nigga. Don't matter what it is, nigga. If you wash your body like you supposed to,
I'm still smelling
you smell it, bro. No lotions or nothing attached, nigga.
It's coming out they pores.
These niggas be putting deodorant over dirt on. How do you put niggas will put deodorant on and they ain't took a shower in 4 days? The deodorant ain't gonna help, bro.
Nowhere. You didn't waste it.
It's like throwing doo-doo on throw up. You just mixing two fucked up smells.
Oh. And then you see that black shit on that deodorant bar you done wiped on there.
Yeah.
That nasty ass.
Like that. You could tell when people washing their ass,
and
nigga.
That cologne do not mix together.
Well, what you talking about? You can smell dirt on cologne too.
Oh, when I used to go in this gas station and the people that was running it have that smell, oh my God, incense, it must be like, God damn.
When you spray cologne on a dirty body, nigga, it smell like basketball rubber. You can smell it, nigga.
Not the Wilsons.
It smell like official NBA basketball rubber.
Damn.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to, when you wash your ass all the time, you can have bottles of cologne that last this long. You feel what I'm saying? You can have shit that lasts this long. There's some Salvador Ferragamo right here. I done had this since 2017. Nigga, I wash my ass every day. I don't need to squirt this every day.
You goddamn.
I smell good whether I squirt it or not. Y'all be taking this shit and ain't showered since Sunday. What's today? It's Saturday. Y'all done went a whole 8 days damn near, and then you turn around, put a new outfit on, and take 2 squirts and put that over dirt.
That about bad as these hoes with this goddamn open booty and this Bath and Body Works on. Bitch, you ain't washed that all the way. You ain't even attempt to wash it. You
wash what?
That ass. And you smelling like open ass.
I ain't messing with nobody that ain't taking no shower before you give me some. Like I said, even
most hoes get up, think they can spray that shit on and shit's. No, you got to goddamn wash that.
Bro. You can
tell. You got to wash that first.
Your skin a different type of smooth when you wash your body.
You might want to wash with regular soap, then the body wash.
When you got dirt on your skin kind of rough. It ain't smooth.
You ain't getting clean from that body wash. You got to use that.
So if I get you naked and your body all rough, I know you didn't wash your ass.
What if she got eczema?
I ain't never messed with no bra with no eczema, nigga. I'd give her some lotion if that was the case. But if your whole body goddamn dry, but you smell like strawberries and cream lotion, yeah, you really needed to. You washed up and put a goddamn some lotion on and think you gonna trick me? No, bitch, go run that water.
Go run that water.
And if I even gotta tell you to go run the water, I'm leaving any damn way because I'm grown, you grown. I shouldn't be your parent telling you to go wash your ass.
Wait a minute. What about giving her a bath?
If she stank,
y'all gonna get in together and
you said give her a bath and she stank?
Yeah,
man, if she stank, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I ain't giving her no damn bath. She should have took care of this shit before I came, man. Now, even if I do get there and then she wash her ass, I'm cool with that too. But like, you got to wash your ass though. Even if we at the club and you coming over all this other shit and you've been twerking all motherfucking night. You got to when you
gotta leave the club and go home and get.
She got to jump in some water. You've been shaking ass all night. You've been sweating and shit. Come on, bro.
Fellas too.
Huh? I don't twerk, nigga.
You don't dance at all? You just
still
at
for
the club?
What?
What you going to the club with the lady for then?
None of that.
So your lady just out there dancing by herself because you don't.
No, because I don't fuck with no twerking bitches.
I mean, that's
ain't nothing wrong if you a twerker. I don't got nothing against twerkers, but I just ain't. I'm not. I'm disconnected from fucking with just.
Bro, they passed the Cabbage Patch. They twerking now. They twerking. They passed the Cabbage Patch.
But I'm not. Ain't no bra gonna be mine, but you in the club every day twerking and shit. You better sit your ass down. Can I go outside and do the dick dance? If I can't do that, bitch, you better sit down.
What?
Huh?
Come on now, bro.
Man, you better respect the game, man.
The game is society accepts that ass bouncing
what you
saying. More than that dick slapping.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't go through that because I'm not outside picking no bitch that twerk all damn
the
day.
Needs of society.
Only twerking she gonna be doing at that moment, my pole gonna be out. So she dancing for a reason.
Well, if you give her that reason, I'm sure she will. But I mean, if you
I'm not fucking with no broad that's out every goddamn weekend. Hey, that's a
I'm just saying if y'all going out together, but you don't want to dance.
If I go out with a bitch that what I don't fuck with no business that twerk. So what? So when I go, so you saying the person if I'm engaged in something with somebody
saying she out there bouncing that ass, ain't nobody behind her. She out there just doing her. What's wrong with that?
Why you? Nothing. But you've been in the club doing that. You got liquor in your system. You've been sweating. You gotta wash them buns when we get home.
Gotta wash them buns.
Ain't no way you want to get ate up, beat up, put to sleep. But you funky? No, you gotta wash your ass.
Oh
shit! I ain't gonna go play basketball and then come home and ask you to give me some head.
I don't know. It's been done. But
I'm not doing that.
I feel you.
I take pride in my set of testes. Because nigga, you only got one time for a motherfucker to get up and be, hey man, that nigga be stinking and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now this shit spread through the streets that when your sack be stinking. You don't need them types of reputation, that type of reputation, bro.
Because you know what's gonna happen. She gonna tell her girlfriend that your balls was sour. This nigga came home with some sour balls and thought I was gonna goddamn put my mouth on it. You already know she done called Becky to tell her what the hell going on.
Get yourself together.
You already know.
You know what I mean? Like shit get different. You know what I mean? And when shit get different, like relationships is complicated for one. Just interactions with the opposite. Because we can't go without, niggas, we can't go without women. Women can't go without us neither.
I'm glad you brought that up, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. Relationships being complicated.
They are, though.
Okay, let's talk about it. So if we already know they're complicated, what's wrong with people just having friends and mingling and stuff?
I'm gonna tell you
society, what's it's okay for y'all to have friends.
No, it's not.
And mingle,
it
but
really
when
not.
we want to have
really
friends,
ain't though. That's why when a nigga go off and fuck with a broad, if you dropping that R&B wood on her, she don't look at this shit no more. If you doing that shit consistently, she do not look at that shit no more. Like y'all just cooling, nigga.
Right.
You doing me like this, nigga? We something.
You done put John B down on her.
Man, listen, man. He was like, nigga, we something around this motherfucker.
We
nigga.
definitely go together.
Shit.
That's how relationships develop when one party be in a relationship and the other party don't even know.
It can't be
the other party don't even know that they in a relationship.
It can't be based on sex though.
Because you done John B the whole goddamn 9 months and you think we just going on a tea party. No, we go together. That's how she feels.
Yeah, because women are emotionally attached.
Most men do not set that part apart. They keep going with it.
That's because women are
we emotional creatures at times.
Thank you.
At times.
All the time.
We're not gonna say all the time. No, at times.
All the time.
At times.
All the time.
And so are y'all. Y'all just try to suppress it.
No, we ain't like y'all. We not like y'all. That's why
y'all go outside and cry. We cry in front of y'all. That makes us stronger.
Think about it. In a relationship, right? If the man go cheat and he go cheat with another female, nigga, he love his broad to death, but temptation got him doing some shit, right?
Right.
He can go get up in this girl buns and go back home and love his girl to death because he didn't have no emotional attachment to that broad. It was a temptation. Niggas don't have feelings for temptation. So, you know what I'm saying? With a female, she can leave the house just like the nigga did. But the person she gonna go engage in this same situation with gonna be somebody she been talking to, that she end up having to get comfortable with, that she end up liking before she gave the nigga some buns. It's totally different. That's why niggas be hurt like a motherfucker when it happened, because he be like, bitch, you liked that nigga. When I might have fucked this broad right here and I didn't like her at all. She just...
It's not all the time. Sometimes women just want to go out and hit it quick too.
Most of the time.
You have sex addicts out there. That's females, just all about sex, hitting it and quitting it.
One thing about females, they selective, bro.
Yes, some of us are, but some ain't.
One thing about females, they selective, bro.
And some just out here to get some notches up under their belt, whether you call them a hoe, a slut, or whatever you gonna call them. Some of y'all are male whores and sluts, but it's different when it's a female.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, like
think about it like that. Like I can't keep calling her a hoe and a slut, and I done slutted around too.
Exactly, but it's the emotional attachment.
All women don't get attached.
It be the emotional attachment that has the men not wanting to forget a female, because you know she be into the nigga she cheated with, because she just ain't gonna give her. Women just unless you are a certified hood rat, women don't just give themselves to anybody, bro. No, because only a certified hood rat can just give themselves to somebody they don't feel for, bro. A woman in a relationship that really love, got some self-respect, nigga, for her to leave the house like that, because shit is kind of checking out the person that she leave the house for, on the person she in the house with. She gotta have some type of liking to this nigga. She had to get comfortable with this nigga to let this nigga. So
you saying y'all don't get attached at all?
Hell no.
So why do y'all keep going back to the side piece?
If I was
why do y'all keep going back
to
the side
different
piece?
Things. It'd be different
That's
things.
That's all I'm saying.
It'd be different
this
things.
This man might have ate her up so goddamn good that she had to go back. And this bitch over here that gave you some neck that
shit happens. Like your bro can leave and then end up being.
But that don't mean she attached to him. She
gonna end up being attached because it got to that point with them. That's why she ended up over there.
Just like you attached to that neck. You ain't attached to that hoe.
Take over real fast.
This is Big Ed with your hood news, and I'm out here in Beulah on Grown Folks Only. Let's go, baby. We getting it popping off this Saturday afternoon. I finally made it out here, y'all. We talking about some wild, crazy, grown-up shit here. Y'all got to know what's going on. It's always one way when it comes to fellas. And as soon as a female do exactly what they doing, we got to be looked upon in a different way. I don't understand that. It shouldn't be that way. It wouldn't have been that way had Camilla became the first black president, female president. She should have been looked at just as Barack was looked at. She's doing a job that he was doing just the same. She's in the White House just like he would have been in the White House. I mean, she would have been in the White House just like he was in the White House. It shouldn't be no difference, comparison in male and females in that area. Like, I know certain things are looked at differently. Like, we have overcome a lot of different things as far as women in the workforce or women in different areas of life, and men staying at home, raising the kids, all that, and came out being different. I mean, some of y'all can handle it, some of us can't, but it shouldn't be a title on women because we do the same thing that they do. We ain't sitting up here calling y'all slut whores and bitches and males, you know, prostitutes and shit, because y'all out here having fun and mingling because y'all single. So when a single female that's mingling and having fun do the same, she shouldn't be looked upon the same way as you are. Same as in a marriage. If you two stepping out, getting your buns busted, why can't she step out and get her buns busted? Who knows why y'all staying married? It might be beneficial for both of y'all to stay married. It might be an addiction for y'all to be married. Who gives a damn? Why y'all even got married in the first place if this is what y'all was already doing before y'all even got married? See, it works out differently for everybody. It's just females are looked upon more harshly, as this young lady that we initially started talking about. You know, so she shouldn't be looked at harshly for having 6 kids at 24 when some of y'all grandmamas had 13, 14 kids by different baby daddies.
And they was young too when they had them.
They was young too. Some of them that left home was married at 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about stuff and how it happens, and it comes back full circle. You know, some of y'all sitting up here talking about her, but your daughter over here with 4 kids and 4 baby daddies. At least she got 6 kids and 2 baby daddies that's still in the home taking care of the other kids that ain't even his kids when damn one of your baby daddies is around.
We got some comments and shit.
We got some comments. You know, I can't read and comment and all that at the same time. I ain't been paying
attention to the comments, man.
Go ahead and let them up. What we got going on?
You know you funky.
Yeah. We're going to get off up into these comments right now.
Yeah, men too. You know, we
ain't been off.
So if a woman don't get attached, she a hoe.
That's where I'm at.
No.
Where I'm at.
Dorian, I ain't say that. I didn't say that. I said most women that can go out there and get themselves to a random man are certified hood rats. I didn't say all women that do that is hood rats, because you do have women that deal with their emotions almost like how men would, and they can go out there and kind of detach from somebody after they had that type of situation with them. I know some females like that, so I wouldn't say all females like that, but most females is like that, where they kind of got to have some type of emotion for the person they finna get some.
Well, and then you got those fellas that always got to be with a female and have that attachment to females also. So the more they get, the higher they get. It's not even, they just attached to getting females. So you have it both ways. It ain't always just a female. So is he a male whore, or is he just somebody that's out here?
I'm not saying because the nigga leave and go have some type of situation with another broad and don't have feelings for it, he ain't wrong. The nigga wrong still.
But you
I'm just saying when he goes and
got niggas that got whole secret families that
but that's different than what I'm talking about. Females
don't run off and make whole other families and keep it a secret.
But they do. But females, but goddamn it, females come home with a baby and they stuff.
We bring it home now because we bringing that baby.
Females come home with a baby and they stuff.
Yes, we will.
And it don't be the niggas.
So what? That's
what you talking about. Let the church rest.
Yes, we do. But for you to stick around after that point.
Motherfuckers be bringing home seeds that ain't
y'all
the nigga.
Hiding the whole family. We not hiding no baby. We right here in your face with it. There's the goddamn situation right here. You either gonna accept it or you ain't.
No, I ain't accepting that.
You over here with goddamn 3 kids with Becky and Linda, and I don't know about neither one of them.
But don't be acting like broads ain't coming out here with whole balloon stuff. You got broads out here.
We not hiding it though.
Huh?
We not hiding it. We bringing that baby home to you.
What you call being pregnant by somebody and lying to the other nigga like he the dad, then only for him to find out he ain't the dad.
We fuck up as players, but we not hiding.
That's hiding.
We fuck up as players. Our dates and shit be off sometimes, but we never hiding.
So a broad ain't wrong for come on with a whole balloon in her stomach that ain't yours.
Yes. But it's up to you to accept it or not. You gonna stick around and accept it? You gonna be that man and stick around? Or you gonna be that one that put your skates on and get on?
I'm getting on.
Well, she's still stuck with that baby with or without you, so get on. That's where she at. She can go on back over here and try to work it out with this nigga that might be the baby daddy.
She better get the fuck out my face. What the fuck she better do?
But yet still, that's your choice.
Nigga. You know what I mean? But you was talking about secret families, but we gotta.
But we don't have no secret families. You
said women don't hide that. Yes, they do. Because they'll go out there and have a whole relationship and then go cheat and then come home. And then when you get pregnant, you doing the count on your finger. You know, my cycle usually do 2. And then you like, damn, it might be the other niggas, but because you in this relationship, you like it's. nigga, it's his. And then
But
when you
this the
find out it
same
ain't
bitch
his,
that's goddamn counting on her fingers, and also see that same little kid on the playground that looked like her baby, that go over here and run out and find out, oh, this her baby's child, this her child's sister or brother. She gonna go right up to that woman like, hey, we gotta get these kids together. Most grown-ass women ain't getting ready to fight. We gonna get these kids together so they know that they brothers and sisters. Y'all gonna still try to hide. So Sally and Billy end up fucking when they get older. That's
you talking to a nigga. You talking to a nigga that had a baby.
Come on now.
I was in a relationship and had a baby on my girlfriend. So you can't tell. Yeah, I hit it.
Okay, see, that's all I'm saying.
You're not listening. Can I finish?
That's all I'm saying.
You gotta let me finish.
You hit it, but let your baby mama have did that to you. She would have came home with that
do that
belly.
to me, nigga.
Did she come home with that belly? Or did she go drop that baby off to her mama and let her mama raise the baby and then bring it home like that was her brother, like most black families do?
You gotta know who you talking to, bro.
Okay,
because I went through some shit like that where I was allegedly the father of a kid that wasn't even mine. And I ain't find this shit out. Motherfuckers did all kind of shit that I ain't had no knowledge of, and then I found out just on
it was yours.
How it wasn't, nigga.
But did you think it was yours?
Yeah.
For how
that long? Mean, huh? Motherfucker could have told me the truth at the beginning. We wasn't in no relationship.
But how you know she knew the truth? She might have been
out here feeling herself. Get the fuck out.
Did you take an initiative to try to find out at first if that was your child?
How when I'm not knowing you did some shit to be able to be
when that motherfucker came out, and you looked down like, oh shit, here. I don't know about this motherfucker.
I ain't say that because at the time, she looked just like all my other kids. So I couldn't sit there and be like, well,
I went through this situation.
But I done been through that shit. So you can't be like, you know what I'm saying? Bitches don't hide, man. Yes, the fuck they do, nigga. Yes, the fuck
we don't hide the kids.
Hide babies. We don't hide the kids, nigga.
We don't even hide the daddy. Sometimes we just don't.
Yeah, when it come out, the shit come out, y'all don't
trust and believe. The bitch always knows.
But when you get pregnant and you care about
this, she always know. When that motherfucker come out and she know them dates was off, when she look at that baby, she knows who that baby belonged to. Trust and believe that bitch knows. Okay, she know. Unless she was just up in the orgy or something, but I'm sure.
And I like what Jackie says.
She can pick one out.
He said, let's be clear, women are emotional beings. The difference with men is that they were never allowed to show their emotions. We still ain't allowed to show our emotions to this day, because the minute you come home crying and whining like you a bitch ass nigga, she gonna be on the phone with her friends talking about your ass sassy. So you can't be the emotional like her, nigga. They gonna talk about you like a fucking Oprah show, nigga.
We're going to talk about you, but we're going to love you too at the same goddamn time. As you was crying.
You can't do that.
We're going to patch you up. We're going to hug you and all that shit. We still going to love you and call you a bitch ass nigga. The best
recommendation I could recommend is that when you dealing with a nigga that go through shit and he ain't that type of nigga, he not the nigga that come home complaining and nagging and he just deal with it mentally, right? You got to be more attentive towards the nigga you fucking with to understand that he going through some shit, because he might not be the type of nigga that's gonna come to you and be like, I'm going through some shit. So you gotta know this shit, nigga. If this who you fuck with like that, if you already fuck with him like that, you better understand that, or you ain't gonna understand who you fucking with. And men the same way, because men be fucking with bitches 17 years. You don't even know when her time of the month is, what time she get off work, her favorite liquor, her favorite color, but you mad another nigga know.
Because he paying another bitch attention. That's why he don't know.
No, because some niggas just ain't attentive, nigga.
Nah, he paying another.
Some niggas just ain't attentive, bro. That's just what it is.
With all these damn schedules.
It ain't no different than, you know what I'm saying?
There's a bitch paying attention to all her niggas.
Yes, she is.
All of them.
But men ain't like that.
When they get paid, everything down to the last dollar, what bills he didn't have to pay, what bills didn't get paid.
Niggas ain't like that.
We own it.
You know what I'm saying?
Bank account numbers.
The average nigga don't be knowing if they bitch like ketchup or mustard more.
Soon as you switch up on something, nigga, when you start eating mustard, we know something different going the fuck on.
Because niggas ain't attentive like that. That's why they always sitting up in groups talking about my bitch would never do this.
Now you like mustard because this bitch feeding you mustard. When you start eating mustard, we all
niggas don't
like
pay
that.
attention to shit like that,
you got
bro.
to pay attention sometimes.
I'm a nigga. I sit around niggas. I know what the fuck niggas don't be doing.
And that's exactly how niggas get cheated on by their bitches. Not paying the fuck attention.
Yeah.
Not paying the fucking attention. See, that's the difference between a nigga cheating on his bitch. He cheating on his bitch just because he could. She cheating.
No, sometimes. No. You right about that sometimes. But sometimes a nigga might leave because it might be something that's empty at the crib. Okay, nigga.
What's
like I done been in situations where I cheated because I wasn't getting no head at the crib. So over time, I'm like, hey, either you gonna be sucking or I'm gonna be tucking and ducking. You know what I'm saying? And over time, I wasn't getting. Hey, she wasn't coming up off the throat. And so I was like, look,
let's
man.
talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Look, man,
you got with the bitch and she wasn't coming up.
I got enough respect to tell you what the issue is. Look, I'm gonna need some neck around this motherfucker. But
so why is it a problem when you all the way in and she ain't coming off the neck? Is it a problem? She wasn't coming off the neck when you was out there trying to get her.
We wasn't together then. We together now. We together now. You go. I don't give a fuck if you ain't never sucked a chicken bone, but you gonna have to suck this smoke.
You already know what she like and
don't like. Made a church talk today.
No. We not going to church on that.
No, she hey, I need my shit sucked. I don't give a fuck. What a motherfucker talking about she ain't did.
Well, then you was already getting sucked by somebody else. Why you ain't
so the minute that she not, we was going through it for a long time, and I was stressing this shit. Though it wasn't like I just said something that she ain't doing, then I bounced. No, we went through this for a long time.
But if it was over just time, something that she didn't do, why you couldn't accept that?
No,
she wasn't doing it when you was courting her. So you already know that wasn't one of her things.
You're gonna have to adapt. Because I need
that's just like if you wanted to fuck the hoe in her ass, she ain't got to adapt to that pain. She ain't got to adapt to that.
Only time you gonna catch me doing some shit
butt
like that.
bandits though.
That's them.
I'm just saying we don't.
I'm never gonna tell a broad to bend over so I can. No.
When you dating or courting or whatever you is trying to do to get that woman, what she like, what she gonna do, what she ain't gonna do.
Listen,
so when you if
I'm pleasing her,
you pleasing her because that's what you like.
No, nigga, I'm getting whatever she wants. Whatever she wants.
You how she like.
No, whatever she want. No, that ain't pleasing me, nigga. I need that other part too, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Now get down there.
Now see, that's what I'm talking about. That's talking
about. Goddamn it, get down there.
I got money, bitch. I got money, bitch. I got money, bitch.
You better pull that money out there because that bitch will get down there.
Straight up. You feel me? Like
I know she get down there if you got money like that.
I'm just saying it ain't even about no money. I'm
just saying
we
if
together.
We supposed to be doing it before, as y'all was courting or dating or mating. How can you expect her to just jump off up in there and want to start sucking you like a goddamn chicken bone?
I didn't say she had to jump off, but you gonna have to wiggle.
That wasn't one of her pleasures.
Well, you see the shit.
You might want to do something that she don't like or she can't accept.
No, because I ain't no man. Listen, I'm gonna leave that where it's at.
I know some African females that don't like to receive head because in their culture they're not allowed.
Sometimes it be certain things.
That.
I didn't cheat it because at the house
but
I
you
can't even talk
fault
to my
her because you can't munch on her goddamn coochie when that's how she was raised.
Who?
I'm just saying, in some cultures, like
but I ain't going to get no broad that don't.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to get no broad that can't get her coochie.
Bruh,
stay over
you
there.
don't know that. You might run across one that glance and catch your eye. I'm talking about Nubian black.
I wouldn't give a fuck, nigga. If you
princess,
got that,
and you be like, I can't eat that.
Yeah, I'm cool.
You gonna dump her?
I ain't going out like that.
You gonna dump her? Cause you can't.
One, I'm a Scorpio, so nigga, I come with some sexual requirements around this motherfucker, man. You can't be around me and be lazy. You can't come around me and be, sexually unproductive, bitch.
Y'all better come on up in this room, y'all. Come on up in here. We grown.
You feel me? Shit. So
come on in the room.
And I'm gonna please my female the same way. So you know what I mean? Yeah, man, you got to suck this motherfucker.
I'm just saying, bro. You can't expect her to do something that she was already not doing. Now that one time when she blow off or something, your birthday or anniversary, when she doing it, blow your mind. It's something with women when you expect and ask for it that we just don't motherfucking like. I know as a black woman, you can't ask me about sucking nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I choose to do it, that's something different. Okay? You can't ask for that. That's something
No,
you just
no.
ain't supposed to ask
Dorian,
for. You supposed to let it
I
happen.
didn't say if Dorian's still up here, man. I ain't say cheating was okay.
That's basically what he said, Dorian.
No, it
almost.
isn't.
I had to correct
That's just
him.
how people interpret what I be saying, because y'all selective hearing what I be saying for real. That's y'all fault.
We ain't selective
Only
in what
picking
we
and
hear.
choosing what to hear, because I never said when somebody cheating it's okay.
If we hear the slickness in the cheat.
If you talking about what I was saying about the whole, being in a relationship and nigga, she got to come up off that throat. You feel me? I was communicating. That's why I was saying something. That's communication, nigga.
Yeah, but she still ain't there. You can't just, you just gonna leave 15 years and throw your bitch away because she ain't giving you no neck.
Man, listen, I need
all the empire and shit y'all done built together.
We didn't build nothing. We didn't listen
all
to
of that. You gonna
listen
throw that
to
away?
me. I'm on my
old
uncle
giving
shit
you
right
no
now.
neck.
We didn't build
She
nothing.
didn't help you build what the fuck you got.
We didn't build nothing.
She didn't help you build your shit.
Who?
I'm just saying. But because she ain't giving you no neck,
nothing,
you gonna leave.
We wasn't even together like no.
I'm just saying. I mean, this is what I'm just saying. Scenario. You gonna throw all that away over some neck. Ain't no other way you can have sexual pleasure.
Listen, let me say this. I'm not throwing away no good shit over no neck.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I want you to say.
At the end of the day, a good chick gonna come off the neck.
You gotta let her come off at her time.
Nigga, I did that too. Nigga, I waited 2 years.
2 years, but she still wasn't there.
Fuck that. I'm going to get my dick sucked. I done waited 730 days and no result. How long I'm supposed to wait?
Listen,
I wait another year. I'm going basically be rebirthed into
what you mean rebirth? She pleasuring you in other ways.
No, you ain't pleasuring me right if you ain't getting me right.
Y'all, somebody help this
coming
man.
Up short, man, on me come like on that, now. Man. Come on,
ladies, man. Don't leave me out here to fend them off all by myself.
Come on, man. I'm saying. Most women gonna tell you. Right most women that got a man, they gonna tell you, I'm gonna do what my man want. Pleasure my man.
No. That might have been when your grandmama and them was alive.
So you got.
That might have been when your grandma and them
you
was
gonna
alive.
get cheated on if you ain't.
Women do shit different now. They find other ways with their partner when they ain't comfortable with certain shit. They talk it out. They do other shit.
What the fuck was I doing? I was talking.
But you didn't work it out. You walked out.
Didn't work.
That's all I'm saying.
It didn't work itself out, nigga. I went 730 days without getting no neck. What the fuck is she talking about?
But you was giving up neck because that's what you wanted to do. But she wasn't there yet. That's your way of pleasuring her. She had other ways of pleasuring you. And you should have been accepting of that until she got there.
I was accepting of it for over 730 days. I don't know what.
So what y'all had built over them 730 days.
We didn't build nothing.
Or whatever y'all had acquired or memories y'all had for them 730 days. It all went out the window.
You gotta understand, most of the relationships I was in, we ain't built a motherfucking thing.
But the memories and all that shit, not the time invested.
Memories is
that's
different.
What pisses me off. It be the
memories
time
is different.
Invested.
When you say built, that's different.
The time invested. Somebody did help you build something. Somebody
help
build you up as a man.
No, they didn't.
No.
When I left my last relationship, I got my own mental state together to
but
focus
in that
on
relationship, you didn't feel like they was building you up. They was tearing you down. They was calling you bitch ass niggas and bitches and shit every day.
Who? The hell
anybody?
no.
I'm just saying.
It's just the fact that it wasn't even
some
about
black women do that.
It wasn't even about the relationship. It was the fact that I knew I wasn't perfect enough to be sitting there talking about I need a perfect type of bitch. I got to get right first before I could get the bitch I feel like I need. I'm not gonna be right for her if I don't get myself together first. You see what I'm saying? So I had to get me together first. So now it's more, it's different now.
I think it's called like maturity. You have reached that level.
So nigga, instead of getting out of a relationship and then as soon as I got out of a relationship, wait a couple more months and go get in another one. I ain't do that shit. Nigga.
Right, but that's what be wrong with a lot of females. I know certain females that just gotta have somebody. They have to be in a relationship. When I left my last situation,
and that's where most of the time you will choose wrong every time.
I'm not fucking around with nobody until it's that somebody that's gonna be there forever. You know what I'm saying? That was my choice. I'm not about to get in no relationship with you. That's what
Yeah,
I meant.
and in
You know what I'm
return, you
saying?
might be lonely for a long time, but you dodged a
I
lot
don't
of.
even know if I've been
You'll
lonely.
dodge a lot of the wrong people, though.
I have.
Because most of the time we done been. That's any of us. Most of the time, any of us been in a relationship. We was with the wrong motherfucker.
I definitely was with the wrong motherfucker. I have lived my life better being single than I have.
So at the end of the day, you be better off sitting down, just getting your mind right, and when certain things be meant for you, they come to you. That's just my perspective.
Me trying to build a nigga up,
you know what I'm saying?
Get a nigga out of a situation that they was in and the lifestyle that they was living that they didn't want to get out of, that was tearing me down, trying to help them get out their situation that they didn't want to be out of. Sometimes you got to leave people exactly where they is, even in a relationship. You just got to leave them exactly where they is. I remember one time in one of my relationships, dude went to jail. And I remember all these boys like, you cold-blooded, you ain't even going down to the jail to see about him. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I was like, hell no. Because had he listened to me, he wouldn't even be down there. He wouldn't be in this situation shit.
Yeah,
but that's the lifestyle folks choose. And when they got something in their head, you can't deter certain folks. So if they don't want to be elevated after you done talked years of elevation into them, it's time to move on because there ain't no growth for them. They stuck where they at.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where sometimes people in the small city like here, you find small-minded folks. And some people in small cities prosper.
It's hard.
Because it's here for folks to prosper. It's here for everybody to win. But when some people are small-minded, they'll never prosper in the big world. They'll be stuck. Even in their relationships, no relationship will ever work out for them because I think
when it comes to here, just everybody be in
everybody's
everybody
whether
business.
You want it or not.
Everybody be in everybody business so much, and people invite that. Like, because when you're in a situation, you don't have to invite the bullshit that's outside of your four walls into your situation to corrupt it. Because when the messenger deliver the message, and you get the message, and you carry that shit home, and now y'all at the house arguing and shit. Guess who created that atmosphere for y'all at the crib? The person that delivered that message. Because before you got that message, you were smiling, everything was all good. But guess who ruined your day? It wasn't the person they telling you about. It's the person telling you about what they heard or what they saw. That's fucking your day up. They got you coming home. That's why I don't invite that type of shit to come to me, because you're not going to be responsible for why I'm at the house. And my living space is corrupted because you told me, no,
nigga, no, you're not gonna be a part of breaking my peace. And sometimes you
and most people do that. Y'all live. The messenger more important than your partner, nigga.
And most of the times I got to say it'd be more females than males, but you do got
your These niggas talk like girls
you
too.
Got your pillow talking niggas though. You do got
these niggas talk like girls too. Don't you tell these niggas nothing.
But other females don't know how to stop that bitch from coming with them with the bullshit. You can't allow another bitch to come to you and tell you about nothing your nigga did or said. Which you already know.
Should nobody let nobody come to them and tell them something about their relationship
empty
that's gonna corrupt it, bro.
You gotta stop it.
If I'm happy with you,
you gotta let it go.
Whether it's true or not, can't nobody come to me and deliver a certain energy to me that's gonna make me go home and change the vibes of what we had going on. I left the house, we was happy as hell. Then I bumped into somebody, they gave me a little, oh nigga, I ain't want to tell you, I seen some, and now I'm at home, bitch, and she like, nigga, oh yeah, nigga. We doing that because they told me some shit, not because we really into it with each other, because somebody else passed along that bad vibe and that energy. You carry that shit to the house. That's why I don't engage. I can't just engage with just like any female like that no more, because they inherit the messenger. The messenger becomes more important than who they in the bed with.
Exactly. They're their influencer. That's where they get their juice from. They heighteners. Most of these females engage in that so they can go home and think they gonna jump on their nigga. When in reality, they know it's not gonna go down like that. Like, I don't even know why you want that superior feeling when you already know it's not gonna go down like that. It's just gonna cause more turmoil in your situation.
It is.
You're gonna start all that bullshit. He gonna be ready to leave. You gonna be crying just to go back to the same situation. That's why you got to learn how to listen. If any of my brothers ever came to me with a situation, I just listen. I'm not going to that girl saying nothing. I'm not coming to them. If I didn't drop some lugs to you already and you ain't comprehending or picking up on it, ain't nothing else I could say to you about none of your situation. I'm not getting ready to tell you nothing about your situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sit back and watch you in your situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it unfold, then I'll be like, bruh, sis, I was trying to tell you, remember I said such and such and such and such, and you said poop, 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 pop. Okay, then wasn't nothing else for me to say. You was gonna believe her regardless. So you had to see it for yourself. My grandma always told me, especially married people, stay out of married folks' business. You stay out of married folks' business.
Anybody that got a situation with somebody else, because you can't when you okay, you the messenger. So okay, if I saw something and then I run into my homeboy and I be like, hey, cuz, I seen your baby mama or your girl, your old lady at the store, she was talking to a nigga. Then he go home, beat her cold up. I'm responsible for that because he wouldn't have went home and did that.
Right.
If I didn't tell him what I told him, they would still be smiling, eating strawberries and oranges and shit together, nigga. And you see what I'm saying?
9 times out of 10, after you done told that, you done went back and been like, Pop, he done whooped her ass. She's stupid for staying with him and all that kind of shit. That's what happens afterward.
Yeah.
So now here comes the circle coming back. Ben said so-and-so after, Johnny whooped her ass and whoop. Now it's a whole circle of he said, she said, and coulda, woulda, shoulda. And they back together, living a happy everlasting life.
You can't live your situation and never be a happy situation if you let the messenger ruin your situation, bro.
And that's what happens.
And that's just what it is. Like you cannot, and a lot of people let the messenger ruin their situations, nigga.
I done seen 10 to 20-year relationships go down the tube from a messenger. So-and-so doing this, so-and-so doing that. Go.
Fuck that. It's no way possible if you really love your partner or the person you deal with that the messenger can separate y'all.
You allow it to happen. Basically, you allow the devil to work in your motherfucking mix.
Yeah, you do. But at the end of the day, whatever bad energy you bring in outside of your situation, if y'all not responsible for bringing the energy in,
just they gotta remember what they reap, they shall sow.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So hey, come back on you.
They come back tenfold.
So it's gonna come back.
You got to be a little bit more grown about a lot of shit.
Gonna come back for sure, one way or another.
You know what I mean? Straight up like that. You know what I'm saying? But we about to get up out of here. We done rocked out with y'all for almost 2 hours. We got some other shit coming soon. Just make sure y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook right now. Hit that like button, share the video, all the buttons. And we gonna holler at y'all in a few, man. Only grown folks allowed. The only place that we don't have to have no ID, but the minute you come up in here acting childish, we gonna get your ass up out of here.
Up out of here. This Big Ed with your hood news, and I'm out here in these streets.
And we out.